everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be sharing you some tips of how I get ready for the new semester. If you don't know me, my name is Ashley Fu and I am a rising junior at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign studying accountancy and finance. So yeah, let's get on with the video. First off, we have Google Calendar. I love Google Calendar. I think any business major would also agree with me. Here, as you can see, I already put in all the classes that I have for this fall semester. Clicking on one of the classes, I can show you how I personalize my class by putting a name, when we meet, the date, and even where the location is. So once I click the edit button, I can definitely change how often and personalize the class. So depending on how strange your schedule may be, you can definitely change how many times it repeats and even when the class ends. And also don't forget, if you have many classes, don't forget to color coordinate and put it into the right calendar. So this hack is something that I'm actually going to implement this semester. So some of my classes are in person, some of them are online. So as you can see, this class has 2 asterisks, which means that this class is online. I use it to differentiate whether I need to go to class or stay in my room. My second tip for you is to use Google Tasks. So I'm the kind of person who likes writing notebooks, but never really got around to sticking to them. So as you can see that Google Tasks is already included within the Google Calendar feature. There are many different lists that you can create, so I made ones for my classes and the extracurricular activities that I'm involved in. So I can click on Add a Task to add a homework assignment, a reminder to study for a test. And over here you can see you can add date and time and different subtasks, if you will. I used to have a notebook like this, but I found myself forgetting to write it down, so I put it right next to the Google Calendar events, so it's easier for me to remember. I enjoy using the Google Drive feature because with Google Drive everything is saved automatically and is backed up. So I create a folder with each semester, so I have a fall 2020 semester with all my classes, and I created my own Google Sheets gradebook because sometimes my teachers don't put in grades, so I like to calculate my own grades. Here's an example. So a classroom I had last semester, I put in the syllabus, read through some important details, and one thing to note is that sometimes I have a calendar of important dates like group projects and midterms and other exams, so I usually put those into my Google Calendar to remind myself. This Zoom Chrome extension really helpful. So obviously this is a new thing that I never used before prior to last semester. So as you can see, since this is Google, you obviously have Google Meetings, but having this extension allows you to have a Zoom meeting automatically rather than having to send a link to your group members for a project that's already embedded within the event. I cannot tell you how much I love Gmail's Boomerang. So this is a feature that I like to use whenever I'm sending a cold email, sending a thank you email to a recruiter or my interviewer. So I like to send one the next day during business hours. So rather than sending an email at 10 p.m. so that the next day when they see their emails it's pretty full, I like to send it the next day and mark it around 8:04 a.m. so it looked like I actually woke up, had the time to type out my email and send it to them. And last but not least, other appointments, events, other slots that you can do with Google Calendar. So as you can see, there are 5 different types of things that you can put on Google Calendar. I personally use event, reminder, and task the most. I already talked about tasks, so I'll show you what I do with reminders. So usually I would put a reminder on my phone like an alarm, but I think this is pretty helpful when you're sharing it on Google Calendar. So I shared a rent schedule with my roommates so we know when we get paid our rent on time, when it's important, and other dates. And that is all for my how I get ready for the new semester video. Hopefully this was of use to you, whether it be if you're in high school, starting college this fall, or even going back to college. There are definitely some tips and tricks that I picked up along the way during my sophomore year of college. So leave a comment down below if there's anything else you would like to check out, whether it be a day in my life, a week in my life, and how I live on campus in my apartment with social distancing going on right now. So yeah, I wish you guys a happy and safe rest of your summer and look forward to the new school semester. Bye, guys. I am so bad at voice narrations. Like, I film things and then sometimes the clips are really fast and I like rewatch and I re-listen. And it's always like, I can't get it on time. Like, you guys know what I mean? Like, I thought it'd be pretty easy to talk, but then I'm like constantly restarting everything. Just me. You know, just getting used to the influencer thing.